Welcome to our series of video in factoring polynomials. The goal of this video to factoring the difference between two squares. 9x squared, I'm going to write 9 as 3 squared. When you have a squared, b squared, I can write this as a times b raised to the power of 2, quantity squared. The same thing, a to the power of n, b to the power of n, I can write it as a times b quantity raised to the power of n. And this became 3 times x quantity square. 4 means 2 square here times y square. Became 2y quantity square. 25x square became 5 square x square. And this became 5x quantity square. When you multiply 5x times 5x, I get 25x squared, because this means 5x times 5x. To factor 9x squared minus 64, I write 3 square here. 9 is 3 square x square minus 8 square equal under equal, and this became 3x quantity square minus 8 square. And this becomes the difference between two squares. To factor this, I factored 3x minus 8 and 3x plus 8, x minus y, x plus y. X raised to the power of 4, this means x squared times x squared. This means x squared times x squared. And x squared times x squared, this means x squared quantity square. According to this rule, if you have a raised to the power of n, quantity raised to the power of m, I multiply m times n. I mean a raised to the power n times n. Means 2 times 2 is 4. The same thing here. This means y cubed times y cubed. Because when I multiply, I add the exponent. 3 plus 3, I get 6. This means y cubed raised to the power of 2. This is repeated 2 times. According to these rules, if I multiply m times n, if I multiply 2 times 3, I get 6. Here, I add the exponent 3 plus 3, I get 6. But here, power raised to the power, I multiply 2 times 3, I get 6. 16 here, which is 4 squared, x to the power of 4. But I'm going to write x to the power of 4 as x squared raised to the power of 2. X squared square. I mean here square. I'm going to apply these rules here. A raised to the power of n times b raised to the power of n, I multiply a times b, which is 4 times x squared. Equal. This is x squared, which is the n. And here 4x squared. Because 4x squared times 4x squared, if I write it down here, 4x squared times, because this means repeated 2 times, 4 times 4 I get 16, and x squared times x squared I get x to the power of 4. To factor 81 minus y to the 4th power, this means 9 squared minus, and this means y squared times y squared means y squared quantity squared. This means y squared quantity squared. Y squared times y squared to get the y to the power of 4. And this becomes the difference between two squares. To factor this, 9 minus y squared times 9 plus y squared. So big bracket, 9 minus y squared and 9 plus y squared. This is the sum of two squares. You cannot factor this further, but you can factor this, because 9 is 3 squared. 9 is 3 squared minus y squared, and this became the difference between two squares. I factor this to 3 minus y and 3 plus y. And y 9 plus y squared under 9 plus y squared. And this three minus y, 3 plus y, and the 9 plus y squared under 9 plus y squared. To factor 16, x squared minus 81, this means 4 squared. 16 means 4 squared. X squared minus 9 squared. Means this is 4 times x, because 16x squared means 4x times 4x. Means 4x here, quantity square, minus 9 square. You factor this to 4x minus 9 and 4x plus 9 equal 4x minus 9 and 4x plus 9. To factor x to the power of 4 minus 1, x to the power of 4 means x squared times x squared. This means x squared quantity square, and I can write 1 as 1 square. Because x to the power of 4 means x squared times x squared, means x squared quantity square, minus, and I can write 1 as 1 square. And this became the difference between two squares. I factor this to x squared minus 1, x squared plus 1. This is plus, you cannot factor, but this one is still the difference between two squares, because I can write 1 as 1 square. I can write 1 as 1 square. And to factor this, x minus 1, x plus 1, and here times x squared plus 1. This is your homework. Please try those in your own, and if you have any questions, please write it in the comment below. I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you for watching.